Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to react to a Fresh and Fit podcast episode that we found, that we came across. It's about this guy who has two girlfriends that are allowed to bang other guys, and he's allowed to bang other girls. So let's discuss this. Let's get into it. So, as we said in the title, we're going to just dive right in, react to this interesting podcast, and see his mentality behind it, and maybe see what we can learn from this stream. So let's go.
Yeah, so I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can watch along with us. I'll also have the link to the stream from Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Let's analyze this.
We know who you are. They may not. Can you introduce yourself?
They definitely
two
don't.
Partners.
They definitely don't know who we are. So my name is Michael Trillstein, and some of you may have seen me because I work for Brandon Carter. I've worked for him for 6 years. And just big shout out to King Keto, my mentor and one of my closest friends. And thank you for everything. To my left is girlfriend number one. That's Angela at Lift with Angela on Instagram. And to my right is Christina at Chrissy B Fitness, girlfriend number two. And what about, do you want me to give them background?
Yeah, like introduce, like
How'd you get to meet?
Yeah, like
Where they're from?
yourself a little bit, and then where they're from.
I mean, how we met is going to be a story, so I'll skip that for now. But Angela is from Vegas and moved to Long Island, where we met there in 2020. Chrissy
Vegas.
lives in Florida, and I met her when I moved there in 2021.
Yes, you should probably
So I've
say
known
that.
Angela 2 years, Chrissy.
Yeah, so that's his two girlfriends. This guy has two girlfriends, not one, but two. And yeah, he met this girl from Vegas. Whatever happens in this case did not stay in Vegas. It did not.
No, it went to Long Island. Anyway, let's continue.
My background is I've been a copywriter for Brandon Carter for 6 years. I actually write all of his emails and a lot of the sales letters. I always tell people that, some kids want to be astronauts. I always wanted to be a 6'2" black guy. And I get to live that dream every day, at least in email format.
Yeah, the email.
Yeah, so I get to write as him, and And so I've been writing for him, and I also have my own side hustle where I help people with meditation and productivity, specifically overcoming social media addiction, so they can spend their time well. I am also a stand-up comedian, and I am a competitive dancer.
See if you can make me laugh.
That's the reason they like me, because I'm not 6 foot, don't have a six-pack, and I have money, but I don't got Fresh Prince money, so the fact that they choose me, I think that means something with the energy I carry.
Okay, fair enough.
Awesome.
So tell us a little bit about like your background. Like, where'd you grow up? Where you originally from?
Before I do that, can I say one thing about this show?
Sure, man.
I know there's going to be, hang on, babies, keep your hands on my legs, though. I know there's going to be a lot of people upset that I came here because I kind of grew up as a theater kid, liberal, all that shit. And there's a lot of people that think you guys are Hitler. So I just want to say one thing.
That's only on Sundays.
Yeah. And I'm Jewish, right? So let me say something real quick. If you don't fuck with Myron and Fresh and you're trying to lecture me on how to live my life, fuck you. Myron and Fresh are my guys. I support this show. I support Andrew Tate. And if you got a problem with that, you can fuck off.
Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate
knows
that.
up.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
so-
You had a bunch of people, like, I'm guessing.
So far we got, he seems to be, he stands up for what he believes, which is good. So I guess that's a start. He automatically just brings in Andrew Tate's name out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I support Andrew Tate. I don't know what it has to do with you having two girlfriends, but
Yeah.
I mean, all right. Just as long as you, once again, as long as you're not trying to be him, just take some inspirational nuggets from him and then live your life. Just don't try to emulate him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Brandon Carter.
Yeah.
in
Be
that
yourself,
too.
my
Just
friend.
be
Be your
you.
best self. I
Yeah,
should say.
be you, bro. Be you.
Hey, Aunt Sarah. Hey, Aunt Sarah. Fuck off.
Aunt Sarah's mean.
I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. Sorry, what was the question? No, seriously. I just want to say, Myron, I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We're happy to have you.
So you were asking me about my background, right?
Yeah.
So I
Where'd you
grew up in
so?
Long Island, New York, and of course I did. And Long Island Jew, get the fuck out of here. Huh? Shout out to Coach Paulie. New York, and I was actually an international relations and Latin American studies major, so I'm fluent in Spanish. That's also why I do salsa, bachata, rumba, cha-cha, and swing. I'm basically Fresh, an Afro-Latino trapped in a Jewish body.
I see that.
So you can dance.
Yeah, and I have a
pretty
black
good.
boss of 6 years, thank you. I have a podcast co-host named Corey. We have a podcast called the Jewish Chocolate Podcast.
Oh, shit.
I'm the Jew and he's the chocolate. He'll be here soon, but he's always running late because he's the chocolate.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
so I have a podcast. I teach a meditation call every Saturday for free at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's on Zoom.
Okay.
So you come through and meditate. I started these calls in June of 2020 when people were posting black squares and hating each other for no reason.
Yes.
So I said, hey guys, no politics here, free meditation call, and it's grown to about 500 people, and
Nice.
it's been great. So meditation, productivity, comedy, dancing, and working for Brandon for 6 years doing copywriting, and it's been a great journey.
Nice.
And obviously, more recently, I'll be honest with you guys, this has been going on for about a week. Having 2 girlfriends, so it's new. It's new. I've dated both of them separately, but now we're...
Well, okay, so he's been having 2 girlfriends for a week, which means he's probably not too experienced at it. We're going to see if he views himself as the man, the leader of the relationship, or is he going to fold because, it's possible that these might be 2 of the best-looking girls he's ever had. And when guys, usually they get into a relationship with, the hottest one they've ever had, they act a certain way. A little more simpy, I guess, so to speak, because they're just so enamored by the beauty, oh my god, I can't mess this up. So they overdo things to try to compensate and try to keep them. So we'll see if this guy is the real deal.
I think he was also trying to say that, he's dated them both, singularly before, but now he's doing it, both of them together. So I think that's what he's about to say.
Handling multiple women is not as it looks like in the movies. And take this from me, and Mike is my witness, can vouch for me.
I see these things.
Yeah.
I don't do it myself, I see these things.
Yeah, I as a guy who deals with multiple girls at the same time and has, it's not as easy as some people think. There's a lot of crying, and sometimes there's crying involved because the girls know that you're seeing other girls, but even though you're very honest with it, a lot of girls cannot handle the jealousy of you banging other girls, and you have to sort of be that guy, and you have to be able to calm things down and be honest with all of them and let them know what's going on. I've always been very honest with the girls that I'm with, because I don't like to hide things. I don't believe in lying to women. That's false. You don't do that. Be very honest with your intentions and know who you are. We'll see if this guy knows who he is, but remember, you should not be lying to girls. So it's good that he's at least telling them, hey, I'm going to bang you, but I'm also bang her, and we're going to do this thing. So it's a good thing. He did say before, I don't know if he caught it before, so he said that they chose him. I think that guy should be in the mentality of you choosing the girl. You are in charge of your own life, and you choose who gets to be in your life. So it's just for a healthy mentality in a relationship. You get to choose the girl, and that's just how the man, leader of the relationship should be. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have so many questions. Yeah.
So do I.
So I guess where this starts off, I can ask you is so for example, what made you want to tell them the truth together?
Well, I feel like living in truth is important.
Yeah.
I think that, and I've heard you make this point about winning the game, right? And I don't disagree with a lot of your... let me be clear. I agree with 99% of what you say, so I'm not here to, try to win. I actually want to think differently. If you guys know something that I should run away, please tell me. But I actually disagree with the idea that you should never... I don't think you should lie. I think you should live in truth all the time. I think Andrew Tate talks about this, actually. He does kind of lie to his women, but he at least says eventually you tell the truth. I say fuck the eventually, just tell them the truth right away.
The fact that he mentioned Andrew Tate twice, even though he wasn't in the room, that says that he definitely consumes a lot of Andrew Tate content. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It just is. As we say, just try not to, go really try to be someone too much. So I think there's a little connection there, him mentioning him over and over again. So we'll see as we go over and then how that progresses. So far, so good. I believe in you do got to live in truth, and you got to be honest with the women that you're with. Absolutely, definitely agree. So we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
And, if they don't and listen, they get jealous, they fought, they both threatened to leave me many times, but we're here now, and, I'd rather get in trouble for telling the truth than win for lying.
Okay.
She's
Fair
like,
enough.
oh,
I agree with that 100% because the only thing that sucks about that is that most girls can't handle the truth. And
well,
that's
I
the
got
reality.
lucky, man.
Yeah,
I got lucky.
And well, at first they couldn't handle it, but then they were able to
You
get
say
it.
got
But-
lucky?
Well, I'll give you one more analogy.
I think he just did. Because Myron said most women can't handle the truth. And then he said, I got lucky because both of them handled the truth. I think that's what he was trying to say by saying, I got lucky.
I was going to say, if you're a man handling your shit,
Probably
this
not,
is how,
it's probably not the best way to respond to that statement, but whatever.
The football season started yesterday, right? Yeah. So here's what I think you guys are doing, and I don't think you're wrong because the system is prejudice against men, right? The legal system, I'm not even going to try to debate the king of Homeland Security here. The thing that I will say is I think you guys are encouraging men to, let's say it's a football game, and there's 2 minutes left, men are up by 3. I think what you're suggesting they do is run out the clock, take a knee, don't even try the game. And I'm saying go for the fucking touchdown. Go for the win. Go for the multiple women that share you because it's worth even losing. And I won. I mean, look at this. Right? So I understand that not every guy is going to be able to pull the...
Seems like he might be possibly pedestalizing him a bit. He's kind of just like, oh, look what I got. Haha, I've won. Well, you're supposed to only win if you feel like you've won, not just because of what you have, but who you are as a man and what you're able to accomplish, I guess. So if he means that way, then good. I just don't want him to think, or any guys to think, that just because they have a girl, they've won. No, no, no. You win if you are who you want to be. A man wins if he wants to live the life he wants to live. A man wins if he chooses to be with multiple women, and he does it just because he wants to. He loses if he's not living the way he wants. So we have to be, very smart about what it means to actually win in our own separate lives, because my version of me winning is not the same as Mike's version of Mike winning. We need to have the individual perspectives, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Him saying that he went, no one, the game never ends, right? Just how we say, the journey never ends, right? There are things that you could say that, oh, I'm winning, but you can't say that you won. At least that's how I feel. You can't say, oh yeah, I won, I got these 2 girls, look at me, blah, blah, blah. No, you'd be like, I'm winning, I'm beating the game, I have 2 women.
And they're just, they're compliments in my life.
That are not only compliments, but that genuinely desire me at the same time. Both of them do at the same time. You could say that you're winning the game. That this guy should say that he is winning the game and not saying I've won the game. The game is not over. The game doesn't end because it can go into overtime real quick and then you lose. Oh no, So that can happen at any moment. So you're just winning at the moment. You're always winning.
And maybe most guys are worth, I don't know, maybe they'd be better off if they're losing by a lot of points to go for the tie or whatever. But I feel like it's worth it because if you're not going for the win, why live?
No, we tell guys to pursue that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We definitely tell them, become the best version of yourself so you can have multiple girls. But my biggest thing is I just want them to have the choice to be able to either do it or not.
Yeah.
Because you can only say, I'm going my own way or I don't really want to do this if you actually have a choice versus being forced your own way. You know?
Yeah.
So, but my thing is, the big thing we tell guys not to do is don't get married. Don't cohabitate.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's
Especially in the
thing.
West.
Yeah,
Goes like
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my plan with them, assuming it works out, is maybe it's not a wedding. It's definitely not a contract with the government because fuck the government.
That's the issue. Yeah.
I mean, no offense, Myron.
It's okay.
I think we're gonna have a big party and dance. I'm a dancer, man. I just want to dance, have fun. We're gonna choreograph the dances. I'll have a couple dances with her, a couple dances with her. So she's the fitness chick out of the group. I mean, they both do fitness, but Angela actually just started a fitness page recently, and she's very excited about it. And Chrissy's a singer, so we're just gonna be a musical family, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So I guess do girls want to give a little bit of background on themselves real quick?
Yeah, I'm sure they would, although I want to let them go, but I want to tell the story of how I met them both because I think it's going to provide context.
All right, sure.
So before we go there, so I want to start with Angela because we met first. So we met in July of 2020 under some strange circumstances that the chat is going to roast me for, so bring it on. It's okay. I can handle it.
Here we go.
Yeah, man.
It's popcorn time.
Just so y'all know, I warned him that you guys were going to roast him
Please,
for this viewpoint.
I'm ready to roast him. All right, let's go.
Look, I'm a comedian, and I'd love you to roast
So
me.
you guys go ahead.
Just go. Listen, I know you're going to ignore me, but try to go a little respectful towards the women. I know you won't because you hate women because you're losers. So roast me as much as you want, but you dorks, take it a little easy on the chicks, okay? Fucking losers. So I'm kidding. I love y'all. So anyway, here's how me and Angela met.
Yeah.
She was dating one of my best friends at the time. Dun dun dun.
Guys, you don't date. This is we gotta talk about bro code. Something that's
We've
doesn't
talked
exist.
about this before
Yeah.
on another video.
Time to roast the man. It's time. It's time to do our thing at this channel and spit some game out here for you guys with your friends. I would never date one of Mike's ex-girlfriends, and Mike, obviously, he's getting married soon. He would never date one of a few of my girls. You just don't. You do not date that is bro code 101. I'm sure if they're still friends, you should just no. You just, even if your friend tells you it's okay to date his old girlfriend, you just don't do it. It is just a bro code thing. That is some honor. That is just something you don't do as a man. I'm not going to go after Mike's girl. I'm not going to go after any of our friend Joe. You've seen him in the podcast. any of his girls. I'm not going to go at Pete. You've seen him on a previous podcast. Keith, we've had him on. Damien, we would never go after any of our friends' girlfriends. That's a no-no. That is scarcity mindset, and he's probably only doing it because she looks pretty. If she was obese, I guarantee you that would not be happening. Exactly. You don't do that. So no, I object. No, don't do that.
When he said that, I was just like Andrew was saying, it's a whole bro code thing. There are other women out there that you can totally grab, right? And now, let's say, no, because not even that, because I was about to say that if he didn't know that she was dating one of his friends and then found out when he was very interested and then just decided to just go with it anyway, that's stupid, because when she tells you, right? When she tells you, then you should just be like, nope, gotta go.
You take the dick out immediately. Oh my god, never mind. Like, I gotta take that back.
Yeah.
Take the condom off and then you walk away.
Yeah, it's like the cat next to a cucumber. Pew!
You just if you're mid-sex, you just, oh, never mind. You know, you just jeet them. You just jeet out. You just get out of there immediately.
Yeah. No. Just please don't.
He's failed.
And they came over because they wanted to chill, and I set them up. I swear to God, Fresh, look at me. I tried to be the best wingman I could. I swear to God, look at me, Fresh. I set them up. You remember this? I set them up outside with a speaker, drinks, wine. I even gave them weed. I took them out to dinner. I paid for dinner, right? And I gave them my room with a condom. Did that not happen?
Oh shit!
Okay, they sleep in my room. I swear to God, this all happens. Then the next day, I get a text from my boy saying, "Yo, Angela just broke up with me," and I'm like, "Fuck." And then Angela texts me and says, "Hey, I kind of like you." Now here's the problem, Myron. Here's the problem.
This goes a homie hopper.
She
knows he has money and he's very successful.
She's the definition of homie hopper right there.
No,
that is.
you don't. This guy.
Oh hell
this
no!
This guy right here. It's only because she's hot. If she was ugly, if she was obese, I guarantee this would not be happening.
No.
Guarantee it, 100%. Only because these girls look good. You just pay for everything. You guys simp out just because of the looks. You know, a woman, I will say, a woman is a lot more than her looks. It's about her personality. Does she respect you? What can she do for you? Is she a compliment in your life? You guys don't even think about any of that stuff. You just want to get the pussy. You just want to get it all. You want to claim her, make sure no one can get that. But you guys just get finessed at the end of the day. And you guys fail. You lose.
This fucking guy. This guy fucking said that he was like, "Fresh, look at me." And then he tells him that he paid, he was like, "I'm the best wingman because I paid for the dinner, for their drugs, for their alcohol.
I need me a man like that.
I bought them a condom and let them use my bed." Bruh.
What a nice guy.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because I'm an only child, but like I don't like anyone touching any of my shit. I hate it. Andrew should know. Andrew knows. I don't like that shit. So if that is like the definition of just fuckery right there. That is some dumb pussy ass shit. To be fair, that's just for me though.
This guy.
I don't know how to feel.
Only 10 minutes in.
Well,
this guy's killing me.
Yeah, I am dead.
I've never had a woman that looks like this interested in me before. When I was in school, I was the fucking dork loser.
Yep. See, there it is. Look at that.
We literally were in there for 1 second after that. What the fuck?
Like clockwork, baby.
Jesus
Clockwork.
Christ. Content.
You guys base everything off a woman's looks. You guys got to stop that. Women have more to offer you than their looks. Trust me on this.
Yeah, and he was like, I was just a loser, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Looks are important, though. Girls should be attractive. That's, okay, true, yes. But it's not everything.
Yeah, it's the first thing.
No friends and no girls. So it's also 2020. We're all locked inside. I'm fucking horny, right?
No, you were locked inside. We were running every day. There was no corona for us, literally. I never even got corona before. There was no corona lockdowns. We were out having fun, drinking, still seeing our friends. You guys who failed, and you guys who allowed the government to manipulate you, you are the ones who locked yourself down, and you were the ones who were horny, because when lockdowns are happening, I was having sex with a lot of girls, actually. My body count went, like, way up. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
Call my boy. This is all true. I call my boy, and I say, listen, man, if you say no, I won't do it. But if you say yes, I only have so much willpower, Myron.
Yeah, I see.
And by the way, my brother-in-law is a professional stripper. That's a whole nother story. But he told me this happens all the time.
Yeah,
so what they do is they...
He's saying that he called his friend to ask him permission. Even so, you should not be dating your friend's girlfriend that's obviously probably using you for some quick money. Like, come on, these guys out here.
Yeah.
Killing
Finessed.
me. My competition.
Clearance. They say to their boy, hey, do I have clearance? And they say clearance. So I asked for clearance.
Right.
My boy said, I want you to do it. I want you, not only go for it, I want you to do it. And that's how we began Now, I
shouldn't
still
do
have
it.
people that give me shit. You shouldn't have broke bro code.
I
I
agree.
don't know, bro. Live in fucking truth. If I can't take a man's word, I gotta interpret that he didn't really want me to do it. I like to live in a world where we can trust what.
It's more about morality and also your own value.
He didn't even say friend. He said best friend.
Yeah,
He did
it's-
not say friend. That's
yeah.
best. Best is an extra word to friend.
Yeah, that to me, like him
That's
saying,
like
live your
literally like me fucking Mike's girl. Just don't do that.
Yeah,
you
no.
don't. And then our YouTube would be destroyed.
Yeah, yeah,
But let's
no.
just don't do that.
Yeah,
Especially
no.
if you're working in business with someone. Especially, you don't do that.
No, exactly. And like he said, like live in your own truth, but like you're not even living in your own morality and your own value. If you don't value your own best friend, then what the fuck is that?
Will you value pussy?
Come on,
Not
man.
even the woman herself, just what she could do for your dick? Come on.
Yeah, come on. Like if literally Andrew has more value of me than he does with women.
I'm canceling a date right now to film this video for you guys. You're welcome.
Exactly. Like Jesus.
Say, I think you feel the same way when you have these women on here and they all lie.
Facts.
Can I treat guys like guys? If you give me your word that it's okay to do something, I want to be able to believe it.
Right.
So anyway, her and I began dating, and she.
Okay.
We were dating.
Still.
We were, friends with benefits. She went back to college because she's younger than me. She was in Tampa, and then we always kept in touch, and we're best friends, that kind of thing. And then in 2021, I moved to Florida, and I met her on Tinder. Now, the way listen, Christina is nice now.
I love when he goes, listen. Like this is some shit's gonna happen here. Okay.
I met her, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Ice cold. I swear
And
to
you
God.
met her from Tinder, which is one of the worst ways to meet girls. They automatically assume they have way more value than you when you meet them on Tinder. Yeah. That's how it goes out there on Tinder.
So first of all, she's on crutches at the time.
Oh, shit.
So I see her in the
That
distance.
explains why she was on Tinder.
Yeah. I see her in the distance fucking like crutching her way over to me. She looks really hot, but she's crutching over. And I swear to God, the first thing she said, I'm like, nice to meet you. She goes, by the way, I have pepper spray on my key, so don't be weird.
What the fuck?
And
No, I actually had it and I showed him.
Wow.
And I was like, nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Fucking ice cold bitch the whole date. But at the end of the date, she was like, wait a second. Like, what? And we were just laying on her car. I'm like, oh, so we made out and whatever. So her and I dated for about a year as well. And skipping some details, they both came to my dance competition a couple weeks ago. I'm a I'm a competitive dancer.
Right.
And I did a bachata, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. I got 98 out of 100. I came first place in all 30 rounds.
Wow.
And at that show, Angela told me she wanted to be in a relationship, and Chrissy said the same thing, and they both kind of agreed, and here we are.
Oh, did they know that the other was showing up?
Yes.
Okay. So you told them, hey, don't be mad. There's another guy that's going to be showing up for this.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to do like the both of y'all just show up and then figure it out
There's
from
a
there.
photo on Instagram of me wearing my Michael Jackson outfit, and the two of them with me, and that was like the night where I won them over with Billie Jean. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So here's what I like. You asked your boy, and that's bro code. You say, yo, bro, you know what? That's your ex, but what can I do? So you ask first. I like that.
You just go
But
bang
I just
someone
can't
else.
I understand where they're trying to go with that situation, but at the same time, I feel like it's more about value of your friend than value over women. Yeah, granted, you should take your friend's word, right, as it is, but at the same time, it's not about the women. When it comes to your friends, it's never about women. It's always about your friends.
Those are the bros.
Those
You
are
said
the
best friends. Like walking through an alleyway or something where you're getting back from a bar at 2 a.m. and some guy try to rob you. That is the guy that you have to fight them off with. That is your soldier. You don't disrespect
Exactly.
your soldier like that.
Yeah, because like if you let's say in context, let's say I took one of Andrew's girls somehow, right? And him and I are in an alley at a bar, and a guy comes and tries to fight, like a whole bunch of guys try to come fight us, and we're standing there like, oh, we have to fight, but Andrew's like, nah, bro, you fuck my girl, fuck you, and he dips out of there, leaves me alone. Like that's some fuck shit.
And then he dies alone.
You don't want to be me in that situation. You don't want that. You would rather not deal with women that are with your friends and just be with your friends and actually value your friends, because then you have soldiers, you have comrades that are together with you through everything.
Maybe his friend was like shit testing him, like just seeing if he was actually gonna steal. He goes, yeah, go ahead, go bang my girl. Then he actually did it. He was like, oh, well, fuck you. You never know.
Yeah, but I mean, like in that very same thing, guys technically shouldn't do that, because that's kind of like girl game in a sense. That's what girls would do.
If Mike was single, like, and we're at a bar, and Mike says, "Hey, I want that girl. I'm just gonna." He already claimed her. That's just like his. He's gonna go after her. Of course, like if she chooses me, then of course. bro code, like bro sense is like, okay, but it's still, you just don't do that. Like if your bro is already with you, just don't do that.
No.
I know we're stressing that a lot in this video, but it's very true.
Yeah, exactly.
When you were with him in the hotel or like his room, like, what made you break up with him and why you text him like the next day?
Well, I do have to admit it was the summer, so I was just trying to have some fun.
You set yourself up in the chat, baby. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. The connection I felt with him was very real. It was very genuine and authentic.
I think she's
The
talking
first
about the
time I met
connection
him,
to,
like I instantly felt like
I don't know if she's talking about the connection to TD Bank, Wells Fargo, Santander, Bank of America, or Discover. So I question what connection she was referring to.
Yeah.
not to sound corny or anything, but I felt like I've always known him. No, that sounds kind of.
But still sounding corny.
But
Fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We just had this instant connection, and I felt like I could easily trust him, and it was like different with his friend. I felt like his friend just wasn't being his real self.
My friend was a dating coach, by the way, so he was a little scripted, I think is what she's trying
Yeah.
to say.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Can we say who it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was like,
It gets worse and
I
worse.
know this
Yeah.
is you do, but,
I do know?
but
Okay.
by the way, we're still best friends. He's still going to be the best man at my wedding, and he's very supportive of this.
Oh, they're going to find out in the chat. I already know.
Whatever,
They're about to go through your IG and
Whatever,
figure
bro.
out
Guess
who
we'll
it
find
is.
out.
It's cool.
So how long were y'all together before you just decided, I'm
Wait,
good?
hold on, pause. It just hit me in this. It just hit me in the
If he's
face.
a dating coach, that means he's obviously not a very good dating coach. Then, if he's not being
Well-
himself with a
well-
girl and he's teaching other guys how to date, what's happening?
Well, not even that. Didn't this man just say before that like men shouldn't get married? Was that him or was that?
I think they agreed on that.
Yeah, they agreed on that, and yet he's like, yeah, he's gonna be the best man at my wedding, bro. What? You what? What?
God, it just gets worse.
How long did you guys date? Like 2 months?
Yeah,
Less.
2 to 3.
But they didn't see each other much because it was COVID, and they didn't live in the same. Like he was in a different place. I'm not going to say which one. So it was like an hour drive to get to her. So
The fact that you had to set it
Why?
up just proves to me that like
I
she
was
saw
trying.
that.
I swear to God, I was trying to help. I
Yeah.
swear to God, it wasn't
He
intentional.
helped.
Right.
He helped.
I Trey songs by accident, Mr. Studio Girl. I swear to God, it wasn't on purpose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still fun
and
as a
Mine's
good
in the chat,
dick,
guys. Don't worry, he was prepared for this. So
Yeah,
it's
bring
fine.
it on,
Just let them go out.
Just
Whatever they
go
want to
on.
say, let them
it's
say
fine.
whatever, man. It is what it
It's
is.
fine.
Sorry, go ahead. So and then what about
Christina?
Yeah,
About our connection?
yeah.
So what made you I guess like him the first time as well? What drew you like to him basically?
He was really authentic, and a lot of people aren't like that.
True.
Even though I was mean.
So mean.
Whatever you mean.
I guess it's like a defense mechanism.
She was
Yeah,
mean?
like you have a wall up, don't want to let people in, especially if you're on crutches. Like, come on.
There's one other thing I'll add here, and I won't say it too much, but she's had some not so great men in her life, and
Oh,
it's
boy.
actually natural for her to have some also.
Damaged women.
Yeah.
What would
Very
you
nice.
say? Because I guess we kind of have a theory about Tinder. Would you say that meeting him from Tinder kind of made you say, "Oh man, I got to have my defense even more up because of fucking Tinder"?
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
For
I
sure.
say it all the time.
Yeah,
It's not really so much how you meet her, it's where you meet her as well.
yeah. Like I think people talk like to this day. There's still some girls. Oh, I see you're on a sugar site. Yeah, bitch, because the girls respect you when you're on that site versus if you're like on a Tinder.
Facts.
Well, don't get it twisted. They might try to like try you, right? But at least you have higher perceived status when you're on one of those sites versus like on a Tinder or Bumble. The girls a lot of times will just like write you off as like a loser, normie, or simp or some shit like that.
It's true.
So, all right, I'll hit the chats real quick and then we'll hit.
we
get
gotta
I'm
still
curious
go
what they have to
super chat,
say.
yeah, they.
Why? Can I tell you why?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Please.
I don't like being a hypocrite. I don't like being a hypocrite. And I think that you can spin it any way you want, Myron and Fresh, with the double standards and blah, blah, blah. Let me compare this to dancing for a second. Fresh, if you walk into a dance studio and you're a man, right, and you say you want to be a follower, the dance studio will say you're a leader because you're a man. Like, I want to be clear, Myron, a dance studio is super conservative, like right-wing, suits, dresses. If you go to a dance guys, remember the dance competition, everything, like the women were wearing dresses and the men were wearing suits. There ain't no 70 genders and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay, I would think in the arts they're a little bit.
Nah, dance studios are different, bro. Like
Okay.
like a professional dance ballroom studio.
Oh, okay,
They're
okay.
very conservative.
Okay, like a
Yeah.
ballroom. Okay.
The man leads and
The
woman
man
should
leads,
follow.
and the reason why is it wouldn't work any other way.
Yeah.
Just like you guys talk about.
Yeah.
So if a man goes there and says, I want to be a follower, and they would say, sorry, you can leave the studio if you want to be a follower. Woman goes there, I'm strong and independent because Neo told me I was, right? And they go in there, And then they say, okay, you can leave the studio. If you're a woman, you follow. If you're a man, you lead. That's how it works. Sorry, liberals. Anyway, now I'm going to trigger the conservatives now with the next thing I'm going to say is, if you're the leader, then it's okay for it not to be fair for the leader. You're supposed to lead. The general doesn't complain that it's fair that he's on the front lines. And similarly, as the leader in this relationship, I'm not going to complain it's unfair that I pay for everything and also they can't sleep with anyone because of that. I'll be honest, I think that's beta. I think that's low value. I think it's high value to say, listen, I love you both and trust you both as my partners, just as I would on a dance floor. As a leader, you might be leading, but you don't force them to follow you. The followers choose to follow you. And I think part of the reason they follow me is I'm not a hypocrite. That's how I feel. Okay. Actually, can they weigh in on that?
Sure. Yeah, please.
Who wants to go first? Angela wants to go first.
She's like, what? No.
So I just
like, stop
think that
She's like,
Yeah,
But yeah, men do have to lead, you know, and there are consequences to being leaders. You got to take some heat sometimes. You got to be careful with what team you're having. They must respect you. I don't know if you necessarily have to pay for everything. I mean, you can, I guess. If you have the money, sure, why not? As long as the women respect you. You have to be very hyper aware and have a very high social intelligence to be aware if the woman's actually respecting you. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes in the relationship, so we only talk about what we see through the screen. That's all we have to base upon. We don't know the ins and workings of the relationship itself compared to only what they say. Paying for stuff as long as they actually respect you as a man and actually then it's okay. But if not, then you may need to reevaluate your mindset, my friend.
exactly. Let's see what she's gonna say. I want to know what she's gonna say about this.
I mean, personally, I want the man to be the one to, make the decisions for me and help support me and help make my dreams come true. And I think it's always been in our history, the man is the one, he's the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And the woman follows.
On today's economy.
I do, however, think that, it's amazing if women want to be independent and hard workers. I just think it works better if the man has a little bit more control and, the woman has more assistance. Because I don't think, sorry to interrupt you. I don't think women should have to, work so hard, I don't think they have to. If they want to, that's amazing.
I feel like that's mostly because of how our government has pretty much corrupted everyone and all, especially women, to believing that they should be out working and becoming part of the economy. That's literally how this all became.
Got them good.
Yes.
Got them real good. Now they're all suffering on antidepressants, hate themselves, drinking a bunch of alcohol,
and
going a bunch of guys on Tinder.
And going on Fresh and Fifth podcasts being fucking crazy, going crazy.
Yeah.
And this, you can all thank World War II for this. You're welcome.
Agreed. That's what Christopher Hitchens said too. He was being interviewed once and they were calling him sexist. He's like, I think women don't have to work. They can if they want to. I don't think they should have to.
So you love Christine, right? So let me ask you this. He gave you freedom to be or do whatever you want with somebody else. Will you do it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't think I'm going to know until
Time comes. Okay.
But I do know that I'm very in love with him. And
After 2 weeks?
I mean, personally, I
It looked like she was gonna cry.
don't think I could. I don't. Me personally, I'm a very traditional girl. I want to be loyal
She's
to
out of
my
her comfort
man.
zone here.
Okay.
She's trusting me a lot, which is why I want to give her that trust back.
So let me ask you this. What about her?
The thing is, okay, I will be completely honest.
Give 1,000.
When I first found out about her,
Same.
I
didn't like her first
jealous.
either.
I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? I want my man to myself. Fuck off. I was very triggered and I was jealous. I will admit that I was jealous.
Okay.
However, I'm like, all right, let's be open-minded here. I want to do what makes him happy. And I think, I've always thought about the idea of open relationships. And I think the reason why they fail is because I think most people it's not wired. We're not, as humans, we're not wired to, I guess, not have possession over someone.
Right.
You will want to have kind of control over that person that you're with and call them oh, well, that's my person, and have control over them. So I think that I was just trying to be more open-minded, and I'm like, you know what, this can work if all three of us really get to know each other and we have open communication and trust.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So I gave her a chance and I got to know her, and now
And probably crazy orgies.
I love her.
They're like best friends now.
Now she's like my
Besties
best
for the
Again,
friend.
like they got a manicure, pedicure together, hair done.
We had a spa day.
They had
It
a
was
spa
beautiful.
day. I paid for everything. Fresh. I have no money. By the way, do you have a box?
So who sleeps on what side of the bed?
That's a good question. I sleep in the middle, and yeah. Wait, but hang on. I do want Christina to answer the question about why she loves me. Go ahead.
Why I love you?
Yeah. Is there any reasons?
There's a lot of
Because you're
reasons.
the man.
Pick
There's
one,
no other.
because
Why you gotta
Angela's
ask these
long-winded.
girls the questions?
What can you
Make it
do?
simple.
I just realized Brandon Carter's in the chat, and he just called him Top Jew.
Top Jew,
Yeah, like Andrew Tate is Top G. This is Top Jew. What?
bro.
I'm so confused.
Yes. The main reason is you're my soulmate.
That's
you
true.
complete me 100%.
I feel the same way.
You help me to be better. You've given me so
My
much.
bad. Sorry. Sound wrong sound effect.
That's okay.
I was gonna really hit this one.
That's true. It is. I want to be clear. We are very gay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What can you do? What was I saying?
You were saying that I complete you. You're my soulmate.
Yeah, and you've just given me so
There-
many tools.
There are no
life
such
is
thing
just
as
so hard, and
soulmates.
if you don't have
We have a
No.
podcast on why we believe that there are no soulmates up there. You could check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah, guys. For the record, we don't believe in soulmates. It's not true. There are good ones and there are bad ones. Like there are good matches for you and there are bad matches for you, but there's no one match that completes your soul and never the heavens. No, false. That's Aladdin at work. That's like just old movies and Disney feeding you bullshit. No, stop it. No soulmate. Wrong mentality. Bad.
partner that can help you in this life and help you accomplish your dreams, then what do you have? And I have that now.
Fair enough.
You're just laughing because that is
So
like.
my
Oh,
only
Lord.
pushback on that, so my thing is, you never force a girl like, yo, you have to be monogamous to only me. My only thing is, I always say,
yes, they do, bro.
here's my thing. I always say, listen, this is what it is. If you want to go ahead and deal with other guys, that's fantastic. But now you lose the privilege of having me as your boyfriend. And, I'm not going to go ahead and, allow you.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, I'm not going to, let me say this.
As you can say
I'm not
aloud.
gonna. My thing is, I'm in control of my life. I am not going to have you go ahead and do this type of stuff and put me in a weird situation.
Fair
Because
enough.
for me, I look at it like my name has value to it. So if you go ahead and do this stuff, you're not only doing something, putting yourself in a certain situation, you're embarrassing me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't tolerate women going ahead and exercising options like me, because we're not the same.
Can I respond to that?
That's a choice.
Go ahead.
I think that's kind of, again, playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. I'm playing to win, so I want her name to grow. That's why I'm helping her with her Instagram, and I'm helping her with singing, and I fund their self-development, for example. So instead of them being do-nothing bitches, Angela is building her fitness account. That's her Instagram manager right over there. Corey is training Christina in fitness. I hired her in to train Angela. I'm like
guy.
investing in them so
he
they
is.
can.
Man, I need me a man like Michael Schultzstein, guys. I got to get me a good old friend like that. But yeah, I mean, what Myron said was kind of true. Like if if I'm with a girl and I just want to be like like I want her to be my girlfriend, and she says, "Oh, I think I want to go bang other guys." Well, I'll be like, okay, yeah, you could do that. I don't think you can control anyone's actions. You can only control your own, right? So if a girl said that to me, I'd be like, yo, that's cool. But you're just letting you're going to get downgraded to booty call, and I'm going to go have sex with other girls. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, so this is, you got to, once again, you cannot control others. You can only control what you do. So that's just
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and how he's wording these things about how he's investing in them and stuff.
Investing.
Like that's pretty much just saying that you're simping and you're just giving them free money to do these things. Now, granted, like if you're in a relationship with people, you want them to succeed, right? But like you don't just finance their entire fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
completely,
necessary.
no. You just support them. You support them in whatever it is that they're doing. If you want to help them out a little bit here and there, not give them a little bit of this, little bit of this is like a ooh, it's our anniversary. Here's a gift. This is to help your shit. Like that's like I can roll with that. I can deal with that, but not completely. Here's your finances. Here's all this stuff. So then once it's all done and all ready, all because of me, then you leave me and then I just lose.
These girls got game. They got him. They got it.
I don't know.
We got the bag.
be complete people, so their name has value as well, and then we all have value together. And sort of similar to Tristan and Andrew pooling their money and resources together, I might be funding this relationship, but they're the
He again just brought up Andrew and Tristan Tate again. Let's just say that.
I'm here too. I think Myron's a lot less intrigued about me being here if they don't come. So I really don't view myself as above them. I'm the leader, but they're my partners.
Well, my thing is,
Sure.
well, I get that you're like investing in them, but I'm talking about strictly. I'm only focusing on the part where they can go ahead and have sex with
Can
people.
I'll respond to that too.
That's my only.
I'll
That's where I would draw the line. Like, you cannot entertain any
I'll
other
respond
men.
to that too, and then I want to hear Fresh's perspective. Myron, you're honest. These dorks in the chat are not. I swear to God, I see all these things on Instagram. Men and women are different than bitches. I'm telling you, they're not. They're not saying it the way you're saying it because you're actually high value. And there's a lot of dorks out there that are trying to live your life and they can't. And what I'm saying is, if you hit the link at the top of the bio where I teach you how to be productive, you can have the option that Myron and I have. Now, we may go about it a little differently, but we're both high value enough where I'm sure if I tried to strong arm them, maybe. I just would rather not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my biggest
So we
thing
don't even
is,
disagree. We're just choosing different routes.
yeah, my biggest thing is I want guys to have the choice. Like, and I would say most guys
Let me
would
talk about my
say,
experience. In my experience, dealing with multiple women and girls in general, I don't think I've met very few chicks that actually want to share me. Like, usually they're like, oh, I got blue. And with that said, I also met very few chicks that, if they were into me, they usually don't want to fuck other guys. And Mike's had the same experience. Usually the girls I mess with, they're actually usually very content, and this is just with my experience. If they're getting satisfied by me and my dick, they're not usually searching out others because they don't really need it. They have enough from my energy and what I'm giving them. Depending on the girl and how her mind works, very few girls even want to, give them the option, sure, but a lot... Whether they fall through with the option is something to think about. Because girls naturally don't want to fuck all these guys. Like, some do, but most don't. So if you are in a relationship with a girl and she wants to fuck other guys, maybe something to think about. Like, that might be a red flag. You might want to look into that. Why would another girl want to take other dick besides yours? I've never had that happen to me, and I've been with over 100 women at least. So it's kind of, I don't know. It seems to be more rare.
I feel like women. I feel like if women find whatever within you is what they need.
I've never heard a girl say, I'm going to go to the club and get dick tonight. Oh, yeah. Why? I'm going to go out with my friends. Yeah, I'm going to have sex with that random guy. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Like, I don't really... I don't hear that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, after experiencing you, right? If they don't feel satisfied enough and they want to explore more options but also have you, then that's pretty much just a red flag. Let her go. Done. But women, the ones that you should probably go for are the ones that are like, it's you. Like, I'm gonna be here for you. Blah blah blah, like that. And if they want to be there with you, and you want to explore other women, and they'll still be with you, then that's cool. If they don't, that's cool. Whatever happens, happens. But that's pretty much how that rolls,
Yeah, that was our main, basically, because Mike's phone's going to die soon, and we have to end this video soon. So we're going to end this video here at the moment with the reaction. So if you guys want to see us go into more on that, just leave a comment below. That's our main thoughts, is that girls usually don't want to have multiple dicks. So it's something you should question. Yeah, you have to own your own life, and, it was a very interesting podcast, very interesting thoughts.
Yes. If you want to watch the full thing yourself, just go down in the description. I'll have the podcast there. You can go watch and go see what else happens down there.
Yeah, guys, definitely so with that said, let us know your comments below on the situation. Let us know if you want to do part 2, do more with that. And hit the like button on the video if you've not already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get those numbers up. Help us out. You could donate to the Cash App if you want to support our work. Money goes towards the funding for this channel. So with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.